Hey guys, this is Austin Doctor, and welcome back to another video, and this is going to be about In The Franxx episode 10, in which it was packed full of a lot of stuff, and we're going to get to the major points in the beginning with the AP kind of talking about how Squad 13 is this squad that is tasked to bring 02 back to a certain area, and they're moving along with the plan finally, since they've been doing very good with the Colossosaurs, and they get rewarded with getting awards, if you're wondering, and we start to see kind of everything move along. But anyways, they mentioned a thing about the kids getting maintenance, apparently, and it's kind of interesting about that one. But moving along to when they were getting kind of out of the Franxxes, 02 seemed very out of it, and she isn't really herself throughout this episode, and it kind of has me worried. And then we see 02 having the Nana talking about how she has to go through these tests while they're at the city. And 02 kind of talks about how she feels like lousy after them, and then she doesn't feel herself. And we finally see more of the underground city, and we obviously hear about how 02 is a former 9, which was one of my theories. But moving on to another one, part of the anime of this episode, I don't know why that was that way, but anyways, we see Hiro kind of trying to cheer up 02, but 02 hates the city with a burning passion for some reason, and it just kind of leaves this mystery vibe in a sense. Then we see Zerome kind of escape the group while they were supposed to go up, and he kind of starts to explore, and we start to see that this whole what they are with this lady, which we found out was an old lady, to kind of talk about how he isn't a human, nor is he a pet, he's something else. And that kind of brings up the question, are these kids, what are they? They're parasites that's all we know, and we don't know if they were actually test tube babies or they were just infected kids or something, but it's starting to unravel, which is a very interesting thing going on. But we see kind of how the city, as 02 said, it's lifeless. We see the adults that they're put into these pairs that they have to kind of have kids and kind of thing just for that reason, and they never talk. And it's kind of sad to see this guy in this tube kind of going through this procedure to make himself feel happy. And another key point is like this stuff on their chest. It's kind of like a heart, and it seems these humans aren't fully like humans. And we see that Zerome's just asking this old lady multiple questions, and he kind of starts to feel like this is his mother in a sense, but he doesn't know how to put it because he doesn't know anything. And the lady kind of just talks to him about how it's underground, and it just, honestly, this entire city, as 02 put it, is lifeless. And it really is a very uncomfortable place, as 02 put it, because there isn't any happiness, there's no emotions, everyone's just gray, to put it. In this episode, we kind of see what the contrast between the adults and the kids. And the kids are kind of like these people that don't understand what's going on, they're kind of clueless. And as we saw, like, scientifically, that they're not the same. They're not humans. These Hiro and his squad aren't human. 02 is obviously not human. They're just their own thing, and it makes me question, are they humans or are they Colossosaurs that are kind of in human form? And that's kind of the, I guess, kind of confusing part. And Zerome is, I really felt bad because towards the end he started crying, he felt that he found someone like his mother, and she kind of avoided the question and kind of answered it vaguely, like, oh no, you're protecting us, kind of thing. And I felt really bad because he's just trying to figure out what's going on, and no one's going to tell him. Then the squad that usually goes around cleaning up everything picks up Zerome, and you kind of see them, one of them talk about how he's a parasite, he could have killed them, and how he's a victim, and how he has his sympathy. And it's starting to really look like these kids were infected by Colossosaurs when they were young. Kind of like, how do I put it? Black Bullet. You know how those little ones were kind of the infected ones? In a sense, this is starting to get really interesting. And I know people want to see 02, and we saw, quite honestly, we saw a lot more 02 than the last episode. And we ended on a very mysterious note. That kind of, it really bugs me, not gonna lie. She was looking in the mirror, and she kind of lifted her lip up and kind of saw these teeth. And going back to what Dr. Franxx was talking about in that theory, I talked about how he kind of warned Hiro that she might not be human for much longer, kind of thing. It seems that taking those tests are making her less and less appear human, and she might return to her original form. And it's this whole battle I think she has within herself, that she doesn't accept herself yet, and that she's worried that it's going to happen, and she's going to end up running away, probably. But all in all, this episode was very interesting. I know this is a kind of a weirdly kind of in the middle like length, but let's go on to like theories, I guess, because I know you guys like theories. Seeing that 02 is one of the former 9, that kind of makes me think that the people, like the blonde guy, was kind of angry at Hiro, and seeing that he kind of is the cause of it. That's why he's so like close to Hiro, and it's starting to seem that everyone wants 02 to get to this certain place, and I feel that, I hope to God, I really do, that they don't kill her right there, because she's some untreatable kind of colossasaur in a sense, and they don't know how to, so they're going to kind of kill her. And I don't want that to happen. I don't think it will happen, but it's Trigger Studio, and it's starting to really look bad. I know I keep saying 02 is not going to die because of that picture, but you know, the manga is completely different from what and the Trigger and A1 are never consistent with their stories, so let's just hope for the best, I guess, guys. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe, and as always, guys, I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. Peace.